It's here! You finally came early! Hello there YouTube, this is Sibbles and Bits back at it again. Today we're going to be going over a demo that I've been looking forward to for like almost a year now with absolutely no news that was released. This is a game that was developed by Twice Different, and published, by the way. Twice Different is the team that brought us Ring of Pain, one of my favorite roguelikes of all time. And so today we're going to be looking at their next project, which you're not going to believe me when I tell you this. It's Winnie the Pooh. So, as many of you guys know if you watch the channel frequently, one of my favorite genres in like just about any media is body horror. And so the idea of Winnie the Pooh collecting an eldritch parasite that mutates him into an abomination and he takes over the 100-acre wood. Even if this wasn't by Twice Different, I would definitely give that a look. Because it's a good twist on everything, in my opinion. First thing we need to do... There. You can probably hear me, and I can hear my own thoughts. So we're just going to dive headfirst on into Winnie's hole, and you guys are going to see what it is. I've been able to piece together like quite a bit of this, what with the one of the things I do is I take a look at screenshots and like whatever footage that I have, like too much of it, and break it down. So I have a bit of an idea of what I'm going into. I know that there is a Tetris phase and a combat phase to this game. Deep within, under the skin, a virus grows, evolves, spreading. You can place a block. Block by block we travel through. Rotate with right click. Hold left click to drag around. Okay. We're gonna wanna take that there. Mutation cell. Gain a mutation during the event phase. Yes. Exhaust tiles are removed from the deck when activated. So we got a bit of a deck building aspect here. But there's tiles. You can't just ask a dude about his hole, man. Why you looking? Winnie's hole got Rabbit feeling a certain way. In combat, we enter the brain of our host. Every turn, actions we've learned are randomly dealt to the brain. Capture an action to activate mutations. So we got a ton of blanks. Blanks are empty brain tiles after all actions are dealt. Gotcha. So we gotta be careful not to run out of stuff. There's also some... whatever the heck these things are right here. We have an E button down here. Good to know. Okay, we have access to all of these shapes. But it seems like all I really have to do is just collect this stun, right? That's what we're trying to do. Sorry, rabbit. Fire's blocks can be placed over red walls. Red wall tiles to inflict 1 self-damage. Okay. So we'll take 1 damage there. Kind of want to use this. Exit to the net depth to find cells of higher rarity. Explore for cells and resources to evolve. Find rare cells deeper in deeper levels of the body. Okay, so it's more of a... I can full clear and get air quotes more resources. But I can also speed to the end for like a risk reward. At least that's the way I'm seeing it. Rare cells. Cells are the upgrades that we took that gave us this stun here. Or at least that's what this thing is here. Add a single-use virus block to your inventory. Okay. I don't see why not. I think we want to... Now, the thing here is showing me that this is probably going to seep through and infect all of this. I'm not getting any tooltip there. It would be nice to have a tooltip. At least if I hover over this, saying that it will, yeah, it'll spread all the way through. And what do we got here? So we can actually get out of here. Do we want to? I'm not able to place these on things that we've already infected. So, if I do line piece, then that actually won't allow us to get all of this. This is a +4 heal, this is a +1 max HP. I want to get this mutation cell and exit at the same time, but I don't think that that's technically going to happen. Yeah. I don't think that's happening. Do this. Get all that. At least get a card, because our brain was mighty empty. Crab claw. These have the same name, but different effects. Knockback pushes the closest creature to the furthest position. Okay, so we got some position movement here. Impale inflicts physical. Boost +1 each time you gain spike. Spike is amount inflicted back at attacker as physical damage this turn. Interesting. So this is basically just an offensive payout for spikes, which we currently do not have. We don't know what boost is yet. Boost adds to the effect when a condition is met. Resets each combat. Or I guess that's what's happening, is it's getting boosted each time. Is this 3 damage? Kinda hard to say no to that. Bruh. Bro! Yeah. Yeah, fuck you, Bandicoot. Your own hole is a source of discomfort. Oh, do we have our starter deck now? You can see a creature's next action. Also shows the outcome on your health bar. I would expect that to happen. Ring of Pain was very good at telling you what stuff would do. Hover over a block over a different position. Look at the health bars to compare your moves. So this is pretty good because it's... hold up. Bonus increases the effective actions captured with this. Gives it a +1. So this honestly looks pretty good. The question is it worth us spending this tile now? Because I'm guessing that we don't just get to place these willy-nilly. Then another thing that I want to see is how do these drop? So we've got our 1 stun, a 3, and a multiplier +1. Are those going to fall down in order? No. It seems to entirely reshuffle. We didn't even get our 3 damage. Okay, so it is a complete discard and redraw. So, the more mutations we take, the less likely we are to get good ones. However, my guess is that these new mutations, like say damage 3 is obviously better than damage 1, the snip here. Internally screaming, same bruh. You're not attacking me. And we just need to get the best move available. See, like there it is. Our 3 is like up at the top here, so is our multiplier. Is that really how this is working? Okay, no, it is shuffling. It just looked like it stayed exactly the same. So if this is going to stay still for a while, and if it's going to shuffle anyways, there's really no point in me like keeping this 3 here and trying to get it to fall into this bonus 1. So yeah, each turn we just take our best move. The only thing that we have to consider is which tiles we're using, because obviously the tiles with more squares can grab more things, which is good for multipliers and such. Look at that unhinged chinchilla face. Actions like grapple can reposition enemies. Grapple must happen first, regardless of what I'm putting on here. It really doesn't matter how I'm doing this. So, pulls the furthest creature to the closest position. Okay. Now we got the multiply. Oh, baby. Get roasted. We found 7 cells in exploration. I believe that's right. And then we got 2 out of that combat. Reward rarity red. Gain a perk? Prickle. Gain 1 serration whenever you take 3 or more physical damage. Serration adds spikes at the start of each turn. Huh. +1 bleed to each instance of bleed. Bleed it adds to physical damage received, gets reduced by 1 per stack taken. Physical damage in excess of target's health gets inflicted to the creature behind. Doesn't really seem... Like, I'm sure Overkill's good, Bleed is good. Like, I just don't have any... I have no basis to know how rare those things are, and we currently have none of them. We have a reroll here. Seems like we can reroll once. We're not guaranteed to not get the same thing multiple times. I guess +1 physical damage to each instance of physical damage inflicted. Now, to know if that is before or after multipliers is kind of important. We'll go here. It'll give us a full heal, get us into the next zone. Single-use virus block. I don't think we're getting to that mutation cell, not with the way that we got here. I mean, we can. We're just not getting this virus block too, and honestly, is this virus block worth it? It really gives us nothing. We gained 3 blocks of movement to gain an extra 1 block that isn't even going to connect with this, so we're still going to have to use another 2 to get to here. That's a waste. So if I was actually to do this, I'd want to do something along these lines. Do we want to go this way? I don't think we do. That's just healing. What is this? I mean, we're headed towards it either way. Alright. Cull deals physical on the enemy with the least remaining health. 6 damage to the least health unit. And it's physical, so it's actually +1. Exhaust. Exhaust tiles are removed from the deck when activated. Instant. Instant actions trigger when all tiles are dealt, then get discarded and replaced by a blank. Inflict physical multiple times. That's good for our Sharpen or Serration, the perk that we grabbed that does +1 physical. We basically just get a little bit more out of this. I'm thinking that Mouth is actually probably absolutely goated. We've only been to 2 battles, but the last battle had 1 enemy that had like 2 health to him. And so instead of having to worry about, you know, the whole movement shenanigans, we could have just culled it. Assuming that, of course, it pops up in time. Otherwise, Lump? I'm willing to take a look at this instant here. After all actions are dealt. Okay. Okay, so it replaces it with an X so that I'm not gaining anything out of it, but I am gaining the shield immediately, regardless, so long as it is drawn. Sorry. Enemies can also have perks that affect how they act in combat. Dude, you got... You're smuggling my waifus? Decompose. On taking damage, add a fleeting resource to brain board. Fleeting. Actions and effects are removed at the end of turn. Gain resources to evolve. Yeah. So I actually want to hit these. Gain 2 adrenaline when an ally takes damage. I'm guessing that still affects the trash. Amount is added to each instance of physical damage inflicted this turn. So if I attack anything here, they're going to gain damage to then retaliate against me with. Not much that I think that I can do about that. This is honestly kind of loaded. We're certainly going to eat it. That's better in the long run. So then the thing, okay, yeah, our instant shield is still in here. And so this technically is also blocking me, but I can technically... This fight might kill me. What I need to do is not deal damage. And so if I hit him again with the grab, we're going to be fine. So that's 3 times 2 equals 4. Why is it 4? Oh, because it's +1 to physical damage dealt. This is going to deal 8 damage. Okay. And then I'm going to get absolutely clocked. Oh no, it's +1. So this is dealing a total of 10 damage due to the fact that I have a +1 to physical damage. Additive, then multiplicative. I really wish that it would kind of show that here. So like this is going to deal 2 damage. If I go ahead and do this, that's 4. Because it's technically 2 times 2. Yeah, that just needs to be shown. And apologies ahead of time if you guys can hear the baby crying downstairs. He did not get what he wanted. Yeah, we pretty much full blocked this. This is actually quite safe. I kind of want to grab. I may not get a chance to grab the next turn. We gotta do it. And what happens when we run out of blocks? We get more random blocks. Or are these the same blocks, just orientated differently? We get to spend them in any order, so we got that going for us. This right here looks ludicrous. Goodbye. Okay, so our brain actually physically grew. Blank actions act as a +1 bonus. Oh my god. Start each turn with 2 spike. Also seemed pretty good. I think going for instants and being able to turn them into +1s is kind of insane. We don't have a lot of instants right now, but that could change. Go ahead, hit that. What's gonna happen when I hit this guy here? It turns into wall. Okay. Bond a virus block during the event phase. Hold up, so we get to move more? Hey yo. Let's do this. Place a block to... Oh my goodness, we can make these frickin' Wonkaways, boys? Okay, so this is interesting because obviously during combat we want to have as much coverage as possible. This guy right here will hit all except 3 of our brain spaces. However, it's going to make this much worse for traversing during the exploration phase. So obviously, like, I could get this huge ass friggin' line piece. It physically cannot fit in our brain. Oh man. That's fascinating. Well, I'm looking at where we are at. I think I want a square piece. Just because it'll be more efficient after this. Oh, honey badger, I don't give a fuck. This acts as a +1. An L block would go pretty hard right here. This is 4 damage. This is 6 damage. So that's actually 5 damage. So this and this are the same. It is my dream to move this lump for you, Mr. Badger. That is not my fanfic. Okay. Our guards are kind of getting in the way here. Stun this man for 4 freaking turns. Bro, you're stunned. I already hit you with the Stone Cold Stunner. I'll tell you what, though, this is real folk blues. We need more actual damage sources, otherwise this badger's gonna maul us. On taking damage, reduce its action by the amount of damage taken. Okay, we've got Goblin Knob. That's a full block. Increase the action by the amount of damage taken. Like, that's gonna hurt, so we have to actually block this turn. Oh my lord. 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 That's 14, that's 16. This is actually better. Yeah, because we want that multiplier in there. That's where all the magic is happening. He's calling a friend. Oh, buddy. When taking damage, reduce damage by the amount. We're gonna have difficulties doing that. Unless we do this. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna... I did not do what I thought I did. Okay. Do not deal damage. We took a ton of damage too because of the fact that when I clicked out of that bug, it actually played a move. But what are you gonna do? That's what we need. Yeah, that damage there wouldn't have happened had I not scuffed the bug report. But it is what it is. Keep going. Each turn, blank tiles become a duplicate of a random adjacent non-blank tile. Do they also stay a copy? I think that that's counter-synergistic. I don't know how this game works. It might become a +1, then something else, which would be really dope, but I'm going to guess that it won't. Durable sounds great, but let's reroll. Bonus tiles start each combat as a +1 and gain +1 per usage. Holy crap. Okay. Let's take damage ramp. A random event. Well, yes, I would be interested. Then what do we want to do here? Take all this, gives me a plus, which I can then put here? This is a rare mutation cell, this is a common mutation cell. Oh! So the other virus cell was just literally a single, like, block. Here we're going to be able to bond a complete frickin' corner piece. I'm really interested in that. Let's be safe though, and let's heal. Aww. How's med school? I failed again. Next time will be better. Ninth time's the charm. Ah, yeah. Remove up to 2 actions? Now that sounds friggin' dope. I do want access to braces. However, I don't think that I need this many. And get rid of a general snip. I think just trimming the basics. Porcupines. When taking damage, reduce its action by the amount of damage taken. This guy is gaining one spike this turn. Seems a little, yikes. Our +1 is going like off the chain. You don't want to hit that. Kind of want to bring you up front. Let's go ahead and hit that just so that it boosts up another one. Now it's ×4. Oh. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't take ramp. You have spikes, you don't. Alright. Dare I say we've got a build. All shields now have instant. Oh my god. Forceful inflicts as physical to creatures passed by the target of movement effects. So when I pull things, I do 4 physical damage, 5 physical damage because I have sharpen. Assuming that that's how that works. I would think that it would. But I think having all my shields be instant is pretty freaking good. This bleeds everything, making them take, what was it, +1? Adds to physical damage received. My guess is that bleed is additive after the multiplication. Barrier blocks an entire physical attack, then exhausts. Quake adds rumble at the start of each turn. Rumble is the amount inflicted as physical to all enemies when you gain shield. Our shield is instant. Excuse me? Take another mouth? Okay, no, it is literally just +1. Okay. I still like our line block. Let's get an L block, though. Are we ever going to gain more blocks? Maybe that's at the end of each act. Hey, oh buddy, that's... You're being rude. think if we only get one of these, we might as well double it twice. So this is going to give us a 3 quake. Oh, I see. Each time that we gain shield, we use 1 rumble. Okay, so 3 is probably a little bit of overkill. Still appreciate it, though. They don't want you blocking. How about you stay stunned for like 5 turns? So she's forcing me to heal myself and not... Because they're locked too. Will stay on the board until captured or lock expires. So she's giving me trash, which is healing me, thankfully. And all I gotta do is finish off him. See ya. And you're cowardly, so you'll run. Brain is expanding. Makes me wonder if we're going to use all of this space by the end game. Inflict 3 physical on people who are entirely attacked. I'll be honest. I think spiky or feedback is what we're looking for here. The odds of us full blocking with just instant 1 shields, the problem with having instant shields, obviously, is that we're not able to multiply it. So we're not very good at fully blocking things. We're only good at partially blocking things. So does that even make Prickle better? Possibly. Prickle in a long fight could be better than Spiky, but Spiky's better up front. I think we just take Spiky. A rare mutation. And I'll take 1 damage for this. Harden ends shield at the start of each turn. That's what we need. Cleave deals physical damage to all. Also kind of what we need. I think Harden sort of fills out our defense though. Grow adds permanent max health. Oh, we're greeting. Heals 5 when an ally is knocked out. The ally in front of this creature has +1 multi-strike. Dude, it would be terrible if somebody just drug you to the front. No, that's just heinous. We're going to take a little bit of damage. But I think we're pretty much set for life now. We're going to go ahead and stun you. Because now our instants are just doing our work for us. We're pretty much in auto battle build at this point. Let's go ahead and give ourselves like a metric ton of maximum HP. I didn't check. It didn't look like that actually healed us either. It just increased our maximum HP, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Something to know though. It's not free healing. Start each with one impenetrable. Impenetrable adds barrier at the start of each turn. I'm guessing that that's once. Shield does not get removed at the end of each turn. I think that makes us invincible. We'll take that. I'll put that to good use. I love that actually, being able to just punch through the walls. Okay. This is the last thing before the boss. I need to see what this does. Like, is this actually inusable, or is it like before and I have to take a damage to use it? Oh, motherfucker. We were literally unkillable. I understand, game. You got scared. Anyways, there will be a link to this game's Steam store page down in the description below. Hopefully you found it entertaining, or at least insightful. Maybe this is a game that you're interested in. I am definitely interested in it, and actually being able to play with it a little more. It's definitely very Ring of Pain, where it seems simple up front, but there's at least mid-level tech in there. I just really wish that I could find out like what happens if I try to put a forlong piece in there, right? But yeah, theoretically speaking, you got sort of like almost a backpack hero like expanding of the brain, and so eventually, do we want to have like 2x6s and stuff like that? Does it get that big? Do we get more blocks after bosses? Uh, I don't even know how to. It's that there's a lot to it. Anyways, for the rest of you guys, if you have any feedback whatsoever, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put those down in the comments below. And until next time, I'll catch you guys around.